Welcome to What's Wacky to Us.
We're back
with that wackiness of the world today. And today's topic is going to be Kyrie and Kanye. I know everybody's had an overdose of that, but we're going to give you a little more for what you bargained for.
Yeah, we come in with our take on it. And you know, there's plenty to talk about because the last few days, your boy Kanye West has been on a real roll. He out here with the conspiracy theories going on 1,000. He done put name calling out there. He even said that they sacrificed his mama Donda. He said when you look around in the entertainment industry, a lot of people die under some mysterious circumstances. And he's putting it out there basically that, you know, all what the conspiracy theorists say, that, you know, that the entertainment industry sacrifices people for fame. Is it true or is it not?
I have no idea if it's true or not. I really don't. But, you know, I think we are in conspiracy overload right now, and people want to have something conspired. And, you know, with the internet, there's always groups. Everybody's in a group. Everybody has a group. Everybody has, you know, you will find somebody that's wacky like you to believe your nonsense. And Kanye, you know, I feel like they're trying to lump Kanye and Kyrie together, and I think it's two totally different things, because actually Kanye is promoting something. Kyrie never promoted anything. He just put a link up on his page, which you have the right to. He said nothing, left no quotes out of it, like this, that, and the third, and, you know, they're going overboard with it. But Kanye, on the other hand, he's just name dropping, and I think it's all for his own self-fulfillment, that he's frustrated. He got caught in a spot where sometimes your growth stunts, and I think he's like the little kid is mad with the ball at the basketball court, like, oh, y'all not picking me, so I'm taking my ball. Ain't nobody playing. And now he want to bring everybody down. So that's my thing with Kanye. He's just really, I think he's really stagnated actually in his growth, and now he want to blame Jewish people, and I think now it's a whole big thing. Everybody's trying to like, well, look at the Jews. Me personally, I'm not looking at nobody. I'm looking at my own people. I'm looking at us. You know, y'all can look at the Jews all y'all want. I'm looking at us. Because nobody can really stop us but us. At this point in time in America, I just feel like only thing stopping black people is unity. I don't know. Sonia, you know, she always has a different take on things from me. We have our own difference of opinions. And I'm going to turn this over to this young lady and see what she has to say.
Well, you know, my thing with Crazy A is that he doesn't ever stay in the lane that he's been designated. He's always seeking Caucasian acceptance at the expense of everyone else. He will denigrate and vilify his own people for, you know, to get to the end of his means. And then when it doesn't work, now we're his people again. 2 weeks ago, it was, we were the black people. Now it's my people. And, you know, he's never on point ever. Like I said, he's on conspiracy theory mode now. And I will say this, I can't stand Kanye West. I can't. I think he's an arrogant, egotistical moron. He's a self-proclaimed genius with absolutely no substantive evidence to say he's a genius. He doesn't even play musical instruments like that. He is no genius to me. Mensa, the Prometheus Society, no one has said, yes, indeed, he is one of ours, because he's not. I think he's a nut, and I think he's an epic moron, and he is consumed by his own ego. On that note, you know, I will say this. He's right. Adidas is a German-founded company that has ties to Nazism, and they're really crucifying him on the quote unquote anti-Semitism wording and semantics that he's thrown out there. But in all reality, He literally said, Jews control me, they control everything. And then they tried to say, oh, you're being anti-Semitic. And then they destroyed his entire career for the most part. There's pretty much no coming back from this for Kanye unless he actually embraces where he actually comes from, which he's not going to do because he's still on a roll now where he's making himself look like an even bigger nut.
Well, I agree to disagree with someone with, the whole, I know it's the thing with the Germans, the Jews, all this and that, but, it's entertainment. Yeah, he's right. Jews do run it. But we're like, I don't understand where's this going with this. Everybody's like, be woke, understand what's going on. What's going on with Kanye West has nothing to do with me. It can't change me at all. The Jews running, I'm not into entertainment. The Jews running the entertainment. It's like rich people problems. I'm not rich. So what the fuck I care about that? Like, he's like, be woke. Oh, I'm gonna enlighten everybody of what's going on with the Jewish people. The Jews own this. The Jews does this. You talking about stuff that does not affect the common man. And, I can see if you was like, oh, they redlining in your neighborhood. You don't care. You don't care about that. Like, he's talking about entertainment. Black people, stop with the entertainment overload. Stop with the lords of the entertainment industry. And this is how people see us. They see us as like, make them tap dance and this and that. And, we are the distraction. They keep us distracted from bigger problems by, oh, this person makes $1 billion. Kanye lost $2 billion. People in the hood, in the projects, is talking about how much money a billionaire lost. And these people can't even pay their damn rent. It's something really wrong. We are so detached from our own regular society where we are worshiping and worrying more about people that don't worry about us. I don't know. That's how I feel. I could care less what happens with Kanye West. I really don't care. So,
I mean, that's an excellent point. You had some fan of his start a GoFundMe to make him a billionaire again, which was outrageously and epically stupid as well. But that's how far we've fallen as a society. Like, we care about people who have, wealthy people problems. I still say Kanye is an idiot, and all he ever wanted was white acceptance. He wanted white acceptance as a designer. He wanted white acceptance to being in the fashion industry. He wanted white acceptance with this, with that. He wanted white people to accept him as being what he has self-proclaimed himself to be. And he didn't get that. So now he's mad and throwing his tantrums. And yeah, he was somewhat, like I said, right about certain things because, yes, he's really destroyed all of his hard work for the most part. And yes, he got out of...
Still got hundreds of millions of dollars.
Exactly. Now. And he got out of funky contracts and this, that, and the third. But again, now you've portrayed yourself as a lunatic. So, nobody else is going to work with you like that. And, I just say it was just horrific that he went and handed out those White Lives t-shirts to all of the homeless people on Skid Row, which could have potentially brought them all kinds of violence and all kinds of other madness that they're already dealing with. It's like he has no thought process into anything. He's just exceptionally impulsive, and he's like a damn fool. And there's no rhyme or reason to his methods. As for Kyrie... he used to piss me off too with his flat earth shenanigans. And here he is, like Rick said, he shared a video. That's it. He shared a link to Amazon and he's literally being crucified. Like he just literally came out and said, there was no Holocaust and, he just went left and he didn't. And then he came vehemently clear with his explanation of what he did. There was nothing unclear about what he stated. And, it's like now the powers that be are just running with this idiocy that he's somehow anti-Semitic for a share from Amazon. But notice how there's no condemnation of Jeff Bezos now that the NBA is about to make a deal with Amazon. But you want to condemn Kyrie Irving.
Of course, that's the power. The real power is never going to get their hands smacked. You know, that's just how the world is. And that's one thing as black people and minorities and, you know, the poor white people that think they're better than the poor black people and the poor minorities have to understand. Like, you're just being pawned. Everybody's a pawn for the bigger scheme of things. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like none of us count. Even millionaires, they don't count. Like, you can have your million, you can have $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million. First of all, let's go into business scale of thing. A small business is considered below $5 million. So you can have a $5 million business and you consider it small business. So right there, the big corporation will stomp you out, destroy your business, and think nothing of it. Somewhere you're around your town, you're a big kahuna. But in the thick of things, you're nobody. And just like all these guys, you see them destroying people worth hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. That's how much power you have. You know, we don't understand power. You know, power gonna always trump riches. It always will. And that's some things that's over a lot of people's head, and they have to learn to understand that. But with my guy Kyrie articulated himself very well on his intentions, and they keep saying the word, but you promote it. And he keeps saying, what am I promoting? Stop saying I'm promoting it. Did you see me stand by the billboard or say something about or quote anything out of this movie? It's like my night consisted of, I was searching some stuff on Google. I came across this. I watched of it, and I just shared a link, and I went to bed. Then I woke up, and all of this was going on. I said nothing. I just posted a link. I did not make the movie, you know. And some people don't understand where he's going when he said, I can't be an anti-Semite if I know who I am and where I come from. A lot of people don't really get what he's saying. And he's saying, you know, black people are Jewish, this and that, and this and that, third, you know, like that's people are trying to find, you know, Semitic. Yeah.
They're from Africa, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. So he's saying it's impossible for me to be anti that. You know, and I get what he's saying. A lot of people don't really, they don't want to get it, you know, and it's a lot of things in this world people don't want to get. And I understand because at some point it's always going to be a power struggle, and no one in power will ever relinquish power voluntarily. Power most of the time have to be taken, and until, you know, it could be power shifts. It's always power shifts in this world. You look at the greatest empires of the world, they're like actually nothing today. Like the Greeks and the Romans and all this, these things was behemoths. Like in those days, it was like impossible. Like, oh my God, these people are just impossible to defeat. Then it's like you look at him now, he's just struggling all the way around, you know. And it's gonna come a time. America's gonna be the same way. Right now, we the big kahunas. We out here. We doing everything and destroying and building and this, that, and the third, you know, destabilizing. And we do it within, not only we do it around the world, we do it within our own country all the time. You know, that's what we do. That's what the powers is going to do. You know, so you have to, you know, all this woke stuff sometimes, like with me, I feel like people are just overly woke and overly overloaded with a bunch of stuff that they're not going to take action on, and they just like the information and love putting it out there, and social media just loves disseminating it, giving it all away, and, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know, you know, what's this? You know, I don't know.
Well, you know, I'm not mad at Kyrie because I feel like Kyrie is simply just being made an example of, and they're intentionally making an example of him to kind of put it out there to all black men that you better stay in line. And it's like, you better do what we say kind of thing. And, you know, in all reality, everybody else knows how powerful black people are except us. We're the only ones who don't know, and